Hello, welcome back. We are we are back with the Backrooms in VR chat, I believe. That's VR chat.
Yes.
All right. You already know who Void Delphox is. We just had an introduction, but do you wanna introduce yourself again, just for the newer viewers?
Yeah, so I am Void Delphox, and currently I hold the world records for this map. Um, Today I will be doing a hybrid speedrun. That is, I will be doing both endings back to back in a single sitting.
Yep. All right.
And the way I will be doing that is by clipping my... One second.
Oh, I was just gonna say I will start the timer whenever you're ready.
Um, I'm having an issue with my
Oh, you
gravity
are.
settings.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Sorry, sometimes OVR just does things. Okay, I should no longer be floating away now. So as soon as I press this button, the timer will officially start. Do you want to count me down?
All right, sure. Three, two, one, go.
Okay, so this speed run has actually changed since the time I submitted it, and actually got a little bit slower. However, the other speedrun I will be doing immediately after got faster, so the endings also changed actually. There used to be a party rooms ending and then a pool rooms ending. Right now what I'd be doing is the old pool rooms ending. Um they added pits into the floor, which I forgot to turn my brightness. So I can barely see them right now. But there's one right to my right. There's one right there, right there. We just want to avoid these pits, walk around them, little head movements here and there. This one, we're just gonna jump it. Very small corner gap that I had to jump. So these numbers on the wall actually change depending on your instance. So right now they're 366, 431. So 3, that is 6 right there. And then 6. The gaps in the pillars are what I'm looking for specifically. So I want to count these pillars and then go through the gaps. This is 4, and then this one is 3, and then this one is 1. Because this room is very weird, it is not a square. And the pillars are somewhat uniform, but also not really. Thankfully, the pillars and the gaps never change. However, the correct gaps to go through do change, so I have to be careful and weary about that. Luckily, the Shadow Sentinels are on a good cycle for me, so I can just completely ignore them. And this is level 22. So the game of this is really, really simple, but also deceptively hard. This is where I see most players struggle the most when I'm playing this map. So this hole in the ground, this guy is a massive problem for people. Basically, how he works is he's going to disappear when the lights turn on. And we want to travel very quickly while the lights are on. But when they're off, he's going to reappear, and we want to be looking at him as much as possible. So you will see me stop at different lights that stay on while the other ones turn off, and I will just turn and look in that direction. And sometimes you'll also see me leave early like this. you will hear a heartbeat. That is how close I am to dying from being in the dark. You actually don't want to be in the dark for too long. And that is why.
Ah.
I'm just going to quickly go back to my original spot because I do not want this to take forever. We just want to make slow but steady progress. As you can hear, he's right above me. Not a big deal. We're just going to go this way. We're going to follow the lights. We're going to follow the ones that stay on. That's the next light we want to go to. We're just going to cut the corner. Actually, I might be able to make it to that one. No. If I ran sooner, I might have. There's actually a strategy that you can do for jumping that lets you skip more of these lights than I'm skipping right now, but that's a strategy that I have not practiced in a while, unfortunately, so I'm doing this somewhat more casually. However, that light cycle that I just did was really precise. So this is the last floor. There's going to be a door at the end right over there, and I'm going to make my way to that door. Quick little light cycle skip right here. Very easy one to hit. The door is right there. And we're going to run to this light because the door is actually too far away for a straight shot. We're going to run over here. And we're just going to run into this light and then this one. And now we can make it to the door. And we made it in 6 minutes and 27 seconds, which actually makes us a pretty good seed overall.
Wow.
So the next run, we're going to be going the opposite direction. So I'm going to immediately just click this I understand button and onward. So this is technically the easier run, but it is also one that I've seen people struggle on. So the movement in this particular run is actually a lot more precise because we don't stop as often, not nearly as often as the other run. There's like no breaks in this. So because I'm in VR, there's actually a lot of incentive for me to be moving the camera by just turning my head instead of using the camera sticks. Despite that, desktop players are actually at a distinct advantage. Oh, that's not good. I was hoping that wouldn't happen.
What happened?
Unfortunately, my headset just disconnected from my PC. In order
Ooh.
to fix it, I'm gonna have to restart my
Okay.
computer. I'm sorry.
No worries. Should
I
we just go
basically
into
can't finish
intermission?
this run.
Should I go into intermission?
I can't finish this one. Yeah.
Okay. We'll be right back.